And to other stories, it has been nearly 3 years since Captain Ibrahim Traoré took on the reins of leadership in Burkina Faso.
He is Burkina Faso's military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. He is just 37.
Ibrahim Traore is a symbol. And a symbol is part of the system.
Imagine a young man from rural Burkina Faso, on March 14th of 1988, who rose from dusty pill to become the focal point of a movement sweeping across Africa. Meet Captain Ibrahim Traore, soldier revolutionary icon. Curious fam, today we will uncover why his story makes people cry. Not from despair, but from the sheer power of his vision for a freer, fairer world. Traore began life in Bandakui in western Burkina Faso. He studied geology at Ouagadougou University, then chose service, joining the military academy in 2010, graduating near the top. Later, he trained in Morocco and served as a UN peacemaker in Mali, earning a reputation for discipline and courage. Here was a man who chose sacrifice over comfort, who understood duty before power. By September 2022, rising insecurity and jihadist violence shattered public trust.
Shifting focus to Western Africa's Sahel region, where armed insurgency continues to create unrest. In the latest, an armed group linked to the terror outfit Al-Qaeda has claimed responsibility for a recent attack in Burkina Faso that killed over 100 soldiers.
As a captain, Traore led a coup to oust Damiba, the interim leader, pledging real change. By October 21st, he was sworn in as interim president, but he framed it not as a grab for power, but as a call to a national service. Today, Traore is strengthened not for sensationalism, but for what he stands for: anti-imperialism, pan-African pride, national sovereignty. He expelled French troops, expelled or limited Western media, aligned with Russia, and forged the alliance of Sahel state with Mali and Niger. His image, red beret and simple chat, is everywhere, but more than a meme. He represents hope for power, shifting back to the people. Traore's leadership is defined by action. Minister salaries cut up by 30%, while civil servants saw 50% rises. 2 gold mines were nationalized at bargain prices, and the first gold refinery began operation, keeping value local. He launched a postal bank, tomato processing factories, cotton processing centers, and built homes for displaced citizens. He banned legal wigs, promoted Faso Lamfani textile, and prioritized traditional dress.
One of the industries that has been rejuvenated is the cashew nuts industry, which presently is employing close to 1,300 people, 89% of them being women, and 95% being young people.
He says he wants a bright future for the young Burkinabes. Over 60% of the population are young people. They have battered hopes, shattered dreams. So he wants to give them, a reason to smile again as Burkinabes.
What Africa truly needs is investment in industries, innovation, and education, not more churches and mosques. Here is where it gets me. A leader who lives it, not just pay. He pays himself less to empower workers. He uses gold to build a refinery instead of lining foreign pockets. He put clothes on his country's back. We and I should ask, what real sacrifice am I making to serve mine? Lead by serving, sacrifice comfort so others may live better. Prioritize self-reliance, control your resources and destiny. Champion identity, your culture is not backward, it's power. Stand strong in adversity. We vote no democracy until jihadists are pushed back. Balance dream and hard truth. Push for security but own the cost. Let Traore's story ask, what is your bold move to serve your community? This is not uncritical hero worship. Security has worsened. Jihadist violence tripled. More than 2.1 million displaced. Human rights group notes arbitrary detention, forced conscription, censorship. Election has been pushed to 2029, raising question about true long-term vision. Symbolism is strong, but the real test, can he deliver safety, justice, and sustainable growth? Ibrahim Traore isn't a messiah, he is a mirror showing us what happens when one chooses service over status, nation over nurture. If history ignites just one change in you, helping someone, creating something local, standing for truth, it becomes our collective revolution. This is his legacy, turning hope into home growth action. While many leaders across the world races to build palaces and polish titles, Ibrahim Traore walks a different path. No limousines, no designer suit, just a simple red beret, dusty boots, and a soldier's salary.
A servant leader who says, I do not want the trappings of power. I do not want long motorcades. I do not want security that is a mere display of power. I want to serve the people. I don't want to ride in Mercedes-Benz or Bentley or Cadillac. I want something that is functional, something that moves.
He chose to keep his army paycheck even after becoming president. But why? Because to him, leadership is not about status, it's about sacrifice. You have seen it not from afar, but on the ground. Traoré shows up face to face with displaced families. He visited refugees camps, listened to famines, sits on plastic chairs beneath mango trees and talks like one of them. He doesn't far from humility, he lives it. In a continent where so many leaders build walls around their palaces, this man tore down the gate. But Traoré isn't just fighting terrorism or foreign influences. He is fighting something far more dangerous, the colonization of the mind. In speech after speech, he tells Burkinabe youth, you are not poor, you are made to believe you are poor. He urges people to break free from mental chains, to stop waiting for handouts from institutions that once looted them. This is not just a war of guns, it's a war of identity. And the battlefield is the mind. Traoré is not just the youngest president in Africa, he is a leader who calls out directly to his generation. He doesn't flatter the youth, he challenges them. He says we need a generation that will stop begging. We need a generation that will build. From mining reforms to agricultural expansion, young Burkinabe are being tasked to create the new system because, as Traoré puts it, if the youth don't take power now, someone else will take it and uses it against them. This is more than motivation, it's a wake-up call. Look at this man, a young African leader who doesn't use power as a ladder, but as a tool. A man who tells the truth even when it's inconvenient, a man who lives among his people, not above them. He reminds us that maybe leadership isn't what we have been taught. Maybe leadership starts with losing comfort so that others can gain dignity. While some leaders write long promises, Traoré built it quietly. Under his watch, Burkinabe opened its first gold refinery, capable of processing nearly half a ton of gold daily. He nationalized key mines, returning resources to the people. He rolled out a postal bank, created tomato and cotton processing factories, launched industrial mills, and funded housing projects for displaced families. In the agricultural sector, over 400 tractors were distributed across rural areas. For the first time in years, food production is actually increasing despite conflict. And here's the catch, all this happened with zero flashy PR. Many compare Traoré to Thomas Sankara, and they are not wrong, but this isn't imitation, this is continuation.
Thomas Sankara was a young military officer and Pan-Africanist leader who became the president of the then Upper Volta in a coup in 1983. He was just 33 years old and launched an unprecedented series of social, ecological, and economic reforms. In 1984, Sankara oversaw the renaming of the country to Burkina Faso, or the Land of the Upright People, and personally wrote its national anthem.
Here he introduces traditional fabrics in government dress codes, banned colonial courtroom wings, commissioned monument to African heroes, not foreign status. And he did all this not to impress, but to remind his people, your identity is not a costume, it's your strength. Is everything smooth? No, security challenges persist. The threats are real, mistakes have been made, but unlike many, Traoré shows up, lands and adjusts. He didn't promise perfection, he promises effort. And when a leader is present with the people, present in their pain, present in their building, it changes the whole game. That is the difference between a ruler and a revolutionary. This isn't just about one man, this is about what is possible when one person says no more waiting, when one person chooses to serve instead of rule, when one country decides to build, not borrow. This is not just a Burkina Faso story, this is the beginning of a mindset revolution. So now we have seen the spirit, the struggle and the seed, but the real question remains. What legacy will he leave behind? And most importantly, what legacy will you begin? Curious fam, I really hope you learned something from this story. Thank you.